All right, I want to start this one by being upfront. These are just my first impressions after a single 2-hour session with the CRBN TruFoam Waves. My thoughts are going to evolve as I spend a lot more time with them, but I think it's valuable to share where I'm at right now, even if that means being a little vulnerable. The Waves are positioned as the higher powered sibling to the Genesis. On paper, they use what feels like the same foam composition and density as the original TruFoam, just in a new wave pattern core. That design is meant to flex more like tennis strings, create stability around the edges, and unlock more power. In practice, the difference feels modest. These are not power paddles in the same lane as the Selkirk Boomstick, Rhombus Quanta, and Bread and Butter Loco. At most, I think you get a slight bump in pace compared to the Genesis. What jumps out first is spin and pocketing. The ball bites and stays on the face just long enough to shape it. TruFoam has always had excellent spin. The hiccup is face consistency. You know how some Gen 1 builds have that ring of deadness around the perimeter? I'm getting a version of that here, and so did the friends playing the other models today. Miss a little high or wide, and you lose more pace and depth than you'd expect. Adding weight on the sides tightened things up and shrank the dead area, but it didn't erase it. You still need center face contact to get full output, and I'll keep testing different weighting and the other shapes to see how much of that I can tune without sacrificing hand speed. In terms of feel, the waves are very familiar if you've used Genesis. Some players may notice a touch more liveliness, but I wouldn't call it a transformative jump. That makes sense because on court it plays similar to Genesis. One new feature worth pointing out is the NFC chip built into the handle. You can scan it with your phone to instantly verify authenticity and register your warranty. That's a nice step forward given how many counterfeits are floating around in the market. Overall, it's too early to put a label on CRBN TruFoam Waves, and right now they feel more like a slight variation on the Genesis rather than a major departure, but I've just started. I'll be logging many more hours, days, weeks with all 4 shapes, and I will share more anecdotes along the way, even if that means they're developing, and a full breakdown as we get closer to launch.